A radio reporter for the NPR affiliate in Philadelphia who was fired from his job for racy jokes he made outside of work while performing a comedy routine about the attractiveness of women and the 9/11 hijackers has been reinstated after an arbitrator stepped in and ruled that his employer rushed to judgment when they fired him. Jad Slayman, who we'll hear from in a minute, was working as a reporter at WHYY when executives came across his personal social media account where he'd been posting clips of his stand-up comedy, and they were not laughing. They fired Slayman, saying the clips violated the company's code of conduct, social media guidelines, and values of social responsibility, and that his routine was, quote, inflammatory. Here's some of it.
People say Muslims hate Jews. It's more accurate to say we're very afraid of them. They've been kicking our for like 7 years.
Decided I prefer raghead terrorist to person of color. Please respect my identity. I work at one of these places that's like so woke, it's kind of racist. Like this lady asked my boss, she's like, yo, does Jad consider himself a person of color? Because she was making a list of us? Sick. All right, I get to be out in this lady's brown dude Pokédex. Hell yeah.
His comedy is definitely not for everyone. But does that mean you fire the guy? Slayman has since deleted those clips, along with 7 others, that WHYY submitted as evidence as to why they fired him. It was part of the ruling by the arbitrator. The clips covered topics including woke people and former President Trump hating Muslims, Muslims having white slaves, giving oral sex, getting a lap dance at a Chinese prostitution house in Iraq. Slayman argued in arbitration his stand-up routines stemmed from his experiences as an Arab American raised in a Muslim family and his time in the U.S. Marine Corps and reporting in the Middle East. Arbitrator Lawrence Coburn reviewed each clip, describing one as simply funny, another is insightful, principled, and serious, but not very funny. He ultimately conceded some or portions of the videos could be seen as inflammatory. But WHYY did not have just cause to discharge him, having rushed to judgment without first hearing grievance side of the story. As a result, they have to reinstate him with back pay. Slayman has to take down the clips, apparently. The station releasing a statement saying, in part, quote, "We're evaluating the decision, any appeal options, and next steps. While we do not agree with all the arbitrator's conclusions, we certainly accept the arbitrator's decision that Mr. Slayman needs to permanently remove all inflammatory or offensive social media posts as a condition of any future employment." Earlier, I spoke to Jad Slayman. So tell me, how did you first find out that you were fired?
It was almost exactly a year ago. I just got an email invite to a Zoom meeting. It said it was an urgent personnel matter. As soon as I logged on, it was a vice president from the company and my boss and the union steward, and they just read a statement that said, effective immediately for egregious violations of WHYY values and social media, your employment is terminated.
Did you ever think that some of what you're saying, look, some of what you're saying is racy, some of it's sexist, some of it's, you can criticize it all you want. Did you ever think that those comments you were making in the context of comedy could end up getting you fired from your job?
No, I mean, you go too far on stage sometimes, sure, but then the audience lets you know it, because instead of laughter, you hear just silence, But all these clips I was posting online, they're clips where I was doing well.
So when you decided to challenge it, right, I've got to believe that most people would think, this is going to be tough. I mean, the idea of challenging a firing, usually these employers have a lot of ability to say, oh, violates our values, we don't like what you're doing, et cetera. Did you think you had a good shot?
I think I had no choice. I mean, when a news organization, like especially a public radio, an NPR station, fires you and says it's for racism, sexism, homophobia, whatever, people believe them. There's an hour of my stand-up online. People aren't going to go watch that. They're just going to hear that news, say, this guy's a racist, good riddance.
I think the fact that people get fired for something like comedy outside of the context of work is a very dangerous business to be in, particularly in the context of something like public radio. Now you're going to go back to work there. Is that going to be weird?
I mean, maybe for them, but I won. Part of me, listen, the comedian in me wants to grow a beard and walk in there dressed like Muammar Gaddafi, just to freak him out, you know?
Yeah.
But the truth is, I mean, a lot of people worked hard to get me my job back, so I'm going to make like a good go of it.
All right. Jad Slayman, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it.
Cheers. Thanks so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.